academicians, government secretaries there, the experts of education they are there. I feel I feel marginalized. But nevertheless, industry is the core stakeholder. If you are talking of the whole ecosystem, you are talking of students, you are talking of the requirements of the industries, like what sir has mentioned about the gap between industry and organization. I would like to have a very small observation. The curriculum has to change. The students, they are also evolving. The teachers also need to evolve. This is very, very critical. When we recruit people, we have a kind of informal chat before taking the interview of the people. And we are not very particular about whether he is answering rightly or wrongly, to be very honest, with whatever experience I have. But the kind of confidence that he shows in the subject, that matters a lot. As far as power sector is concerned, I would like to mention that in a large organization like NTPC, with very strong roots in India's rural and semi-urban areas, we are very uniquely positioned to be the engines of both economic and human development. And the operational reach enables us. In a way, I am very proud to be a part of such an industry which we can directly touch lives. Because power is very, very crucial. And we can build the local competencies and foster sustainable community growth, which is very critical for nation building. And another statement I would like to make here, we are not an organization which is just generating electricity. It is also generating megawatts of human potential.
Wonderful.
By blending the world-class learning models internally and being responsible for CSR initiatives externally, we can fuel the next phase of India's rural and national resurgence. This I can vouch for this thing, and having heard these eminent panelists, I am very much hopeful. There is a lot of hope, and everybody is aware where is the gap. As far as my limited experience is concerned, I would like to highlight some of the gaps, which I think we can play a very big role in bridging that gap. If I am talking of the Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is a very big and dream project of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, and power being a very critical sector as far as the policy is concerned, we must bridge this gap between education and industry needs. We must incorporate the emerging technologies. We must have the faculty immersion and the student internships. That also is very critical. And we can make engineering really attractive. Like you have mentioned about that particular operation theater. We have to also change our mindset, and we need to make engineering look very attractive. And there has to be an industry-academia partnership. We can't tell that the industry will come to academia or academia will go to the industry, but they have to meet somewhere. Either you meet in my residence or in his residence, but in somewhere we have to meet. And that the policymakers, the government has to play that role. And of course, there has to be a focus on developing the entrepreneurial abilities. It is not about getting a job, but it is about giving a job also. We need to create entrepreneurs. As far as we are concerned, like I have jotted down some points because I just came to know about this particular topic while I started from my office. So I have just jotted down few points. NTPC as such, we are making a very big transition. We are moving towards clean energy, smart grids, hydrogen, energy storage, and renewable integration. And today, energy sector is evolving faster than ever. So at NTPC, we are not just generating power, we are transitioning towards green hydrogen, smart grids, and battery storage, and carbon capture technologies. However, we often see that the engineering curriculum is still focused. I may be wrong, but they are still focused heavily on traditional concepts, while industries like ours, we need new age skills. We need artificial intelligence, IoTs, energy analytics, and sustainable design and things like that. So this gap must be bridged, and it needs urgent action. We believe co-creating curriculum modules, internships, and live projects with industry input can make a real difference, and we are always available for that.
Wonderful.
So currently, the curriculum doesn't adequately cover these emerging fields which I mentioned just now. So NTPC needs engineers skilled in energy transition, digital power plant management, and environmental compliance. These are the three broad areas which I would like to highlight. So we are always there for jointly designing the energy sector future skills courses with our collaboration, if academia is ready to accept that. And NTPC can sponsor real world challenges integrated into engineering programs like AI and integrated programs. Now coming to incorporating emerging technologies, the faculty members, here the role of the faculty members that can play a very pivotal role. If they experience live NTPC projects, they must come to the industries. From solar parks to digital command centers, they can bring real world energy transformation stories into the classrooms. Unless you visit, you cannot take classes.
Correct.
It will be only a theoretical exercise. So you must come to the industry, you must visit the plants. So similarly, the student internships must move beyond the observational visits to deep problem solving internships. Working on actual NTPC challenges, like NTPC is adopting AI for plant operations these days. We are also utilizing blockchain for energy trading. We are utilizing remote monitoring. We are utilizing carbon capture technologies. So what is the current education system is doing? I'm not aware whether they are actually focusing on these areas. So it needs specialized modules in smart energy systems, hydrogen technologies, so that we can incorporate faculty training also in our R&D. We can train faculties also. We have a huge R&D center in Noida, Greater Noida, and if faculties are really interested, universities, we can also collaborate with them so that they can get exposure to all these areas. Now coming to faculty immersion and student internships. So NTPC is already, we are running student internship programs, whatever the government of India is assigning, we are taking care of that. And industrial training programs at our Power Management Institute in Noida. NTPC School of Business, we have set up a very independent educational institution. We are promoters of that, but that is an independent institution. That is known as NTPC School of Business, where we provide them, that is a AICTE approved course, and we provide them certificate courses of this Bachelor in Power Engineering. So the faculty needs to be exposed to NTPC's next generation power plant models, and the students should intern not just in generation of power plants, but also in R&D labs, in renewable energy divisions, and in digital centers. So the key point here is faculty on-site immersion. And NTPC, we can develop modules of 2 to 4 weeks duration. Long-term durations also, internship also can be designed to suit to this requirement.
Right.
Now, I was mentioning about making engineering little more attractive. How to do that? So today the youth, they seek careers. They are not just stable, but meaningful and exciting. At NTPC, we offer them opportunities to work in India's largest power projects and futuristic hydrogen power plants, and even smart cities also. Of late, I have been receiving requests for internship in our some people, they are interested that I will come to your office and kindly make sure that I get a certificate. That is not going to help. If you really want to learn power engineering, if you want to learn what is energy transition, you should visit the power plants. You should stay in the power plants. And the responsibility of bringing the students to power plants lies with the academics. So they must, and I am also a part of that, we must collectively present engineering as a profession that is building India's future, cleaner, greener, and self-reliant.